Okay. So as your host, I got to keep the energy level high. So I always do this thing at all the graduation shows. When I say, are you ready for your next comedian? I need you to say, yes, we support our vets. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Yes, we support our vets. Okay, I like that. Coming to the stage first, he's a father, he's a teacher, he's a Navy vet. Put your hands together for Bill Littleton. He said there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees.
What's up? So as Fred said, I am a teacher. I'm a high school English teacher, so it's nice to be talking to people who are awake first once. Yeah, my students are great. They're so sweet and cute with their heads on their desks and a puddle of drool. They're volatile little bags of hormones when they're awake, but even then they're better than their parents. For some reason, these parents think they know how to educate their kids better than I do. Do they get this feeling with the same other trained professionals? Like, do they go into a doctor's office and say, here, write this prescription? Or do they go to the mechanic and say, fix my car this way? What makes us so special? You know, back when the pandemic hit, we were heroes. When they were doing our job and all of a sudden realized that they were not, in fact, smarter than a fifth grader. But all of a sudden, here we are again. Now they know how to do our job better than we are. If they're so smart, how come the kids came back from COVID so duh? Yeah, you know, it's crazy. But I will say this about parents since they come back from COVID. They have gotten a lot more accepting of their kids expressing themselves. Now, for some kids, that's a 21 Pilots hoodie and an emo haircut. All right? But for other kids, it's a buttload of face piercings. And these are the kids I worry about. My fear is they're going to walk into science class and there's going to be a big magnet that gets turned on. It's just going to suck their face right off their heads. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. You know, but most of the time the kids come to class smelling like weed anyway, which really pisses me off because I have to wait till I get home. You know? And then half the time they smell like I can afford better than I can afford. I don't get it. You know, high school, it's full of drama. And when I say it's full of drama, I mean it's full of drama. To the point that we teachers will take bets on who's next to take the walk of shame. Is it going to be little Susie and what she did with the basketball team? Or is it going to be Mr. Jones who got caught sleeping in class? I'm not going to say who he got caught sleeping with, but we all thought he could do better. Now, I came from a... Yeah, it's a little too dark for y'all. I get it. I understand. Yeah, I grew up in a small town in Louisiana, and growing up in a small town is kind of like growing up in prison. My dad was the warden, and, well, basically everybody else was a prison guard because no matter what I did, inevitably somebody would see it and call him, so he knew before I ever got home. Kids today will never know what this is like because they're too busy posting everything online. Yet they still wonder how the hell we found out. Excuse me. I play in a local band, and we get opportunities often to play for exposure. I'm not sure everything I've been exposed to, but I had to get a shot one time to clear it up. Yeah. Not playing that bar again. Not a giver, no. Growing up in a small town is a reason I left and joined the Navy. You know, I figured I'd get paid to travel the world, a girl in every port. There's even drinking in the fight song. You know, what's not to love, right? Now, the Marines and the Army, you know, I knew they had guns and all this. And the Marines, they used to try and make fun of us. You know, they would call us they'd call us happy. Yeah. You know, but we would take them and drop them off. And they would go do their little thing. And we would go back to port and hang out where the bar was and the girls were while they were hanging out in the foxhole with another dude. Yeah, so maybe we were happy. Who knows? It's possible. Yeah. I'm also writing a novel. Yeah, my goal is to have it on a banned book list. Just because I figure if you want somebody hates something so much that they want to ban it from other people reading it, it's got to be pretty good. Yeah. I'm going to start a protest against protesting. I'm not saying you shouldn't protest. Just do it quieter. At my age, I don't want to hear it. You know? I'm not saying there's no reasons to protest. Racism, for example, is a great reason to protest. You know, I don't care if you want to hate somebody, but at least come up with a reason. You take 10 minutes to speak to somebody, I'm sure you'll find a reason to hate them. All right, so this is what I'm going to end on. Back in December, I quit smoking. Don't get so excited, because I don't look near as cool as I used to. At least that's what all the kids tell me. All right, I want to end this like I end all my classes. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I love you all. Good night.